guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year's, by the way, and happy holidays. It has been a hot minute since I filmed, probably like a week and a half. I did take a break over the holidays to enjoy it with my family and friends as well as work, because when you work in the Orlando area, it is mayhem during the Christmas time. So I didn't really have much time to film, but I am back and I'm ready to start the new year and I am so excited. So for today's video, I didn't really buy anything new to review for this video. I do have some stuff coming in the mail and coming up in the further weeks coming ahead, but I did want to film something that I got for Christmas. So I'm just gonna kind of dive right on into this and just, you know, get this going. But for Christmas, my sister actually did a really good job at buying makeup. My sister, I love her to death, but she is not into makeup the same way that I am. And so she like reached out to me, is like, please stop buying makeup. Christmas just around the corner, stop buying makeup. And I'm like, I don't have to worry about it. Like, I didn't think that she'd know any makeup brands, but I was wrong. And for that, I'm so sorry, but she truly impressed me because she got me the Dominique Cosmetics Berry and Creams palette because she heard that I did not have this. She actually watched my videos when I said that I had everything from Chris and Dominique's collection except this palette, and she went and got it, which I was like, oh my God, like, you know who she is. I was blown away when I saw this. Like, I was blown away. It's like, I can't believe that you know who she is. Like, that was just so cool to me. But the second thing that she got me that my mouth dropped when I saw this box on the tree. First off, it was just a Sephora box, and I was like, looking around at my family, and I was like, I'm assuming the Sephora box is for me because no one else really, like, you know, enjoys buying as much makeup as I do. And my sister hands it over to me and I open it up and I was just like, My sister got me the MCGrath's Mthrshp Subliminal Dark Star Eyeshadow Palette. I was speechless. MCGrath, first off, is a very expensive, luxurious brand. It is a brand that I have never tried before because I never wanted to invest my money in her brand. Like, no offense to her or anything, that it's just, it's so expensive. Like, for an eyeshadow palette, it like retails for $120, and I was like, I could do so much more of that money than buy an eyeshadow palette that I probably wouldn't use all the time. So to me, it's only just a waste of money. I never went to invest in it. So when I used to walk around Sephora and I'd see the palette sitting there, I never even bothered playing with it because I didn't want to know what the formula was like or how the pigmentation was, because I was like, I couldn't play around with it because I didn't want to get myself, you know, invested in it. So my sister got me this palette for Christmas. I was just, I was blown away. I was like, how did you know? Like, how do you know MCGrath? And she's like, well, I was on Sephora and I looked around and so many people were recommending this palette and was highly recommended. So I was like, so I was stunned. How I'm doing this video today is a little different than how I've done any other video. I'm just kind of testing a few things out, see how well my editing skills are, truth be told. But I went ahead and I did this look using this palette, and instead of sitting here doing the entire look for you and giving you my thoughts and opinions, I went ahead and I filmed just me doing the look, and I'm gonna put it like either like right here or right here. I don't know where. I'm gonna put it somewhere on this screen, and I'm just gonna kind of like have it playing while I talk to you guys about this palette, what my thoughts are, and how much it's, you know, worth. And I'm just gonna go over everything with you. I just want to try a different style of reviewing product and see how well this works. So if you guys want to see what my thoughts and opinions are or how I did this look, then definitely keep on watching. MCGrath was an influencer, I believe, and she did start her own makeup brand, and her formulas and pigmentations are supposed to be out of this world. It's supposed to be phenomenal, and like I said, I've never played around with it because I just wanted to know, like, I don't know, who wants to spend 120 bucks on an eyeshadow palette? Like, seriously, who wants to do it? And those people out there who do it, by all means, that is your prerogative. But for me, I couldn't, especially if I did. My fiance would be like, you did what? So, all right, so let's go ahead and dive right on into this. So first off, look at this packaging. I mean, this packaging to me is just, it's stunning. It's unreal, it's stunning. It has a nice thick packaging to it. I mean, it's just so pretty with a nice little blue box, and has like little wraparounds. So like, you really do feel like your palette is completely safe and secure since it's like legit secure. And then when you open it up, it's like opening up a little Christmas box, like ta-da, and then ta-da. So this is the palette, although technically it's really supposed to go like this. I opened it upside down, but you know, that is beside the point. Sorry it's a little dirty, I did play around with it, but this is the 6-pan eyeshadow palette. We got 2 mattes and 4 shimmers with a nice decent sized mirror, and I don't know why, but I have a huge obsession with decent sized mirrors. And what I did forget to include was this little guy that it also came with. So when I put it right here, you could actually see that the names do go on each eyeshadow itself. Now that is something that I hate that eyeshadow palettes do. Like they just put it on the little insert and they don't actually put it on the palette, because I never keep these little guys. I end up grabbing it out of the palette, I just throw it away, or it lays somewhere on my makeup desk and it just gets lost. So I wish that they would put that on the palette itself, but they don't, and you know, it is what it is. I remember, I think it was like Laura or Manny and me were talking about how expensive these little guys are, and to not throw them away, you can actually use them to like mix your foundations or, you know, any concealers and mix them as like an eye palette instead of using your hand. But once again, I don't do that. I just use my hand because, well, I'm a lazy bitch. So let's just be real about that. This eyeshadow palette, it's only 6 shadows in it, right? 6 shadows, and it retails for $55. $55 this eyeshadow palette retails for. To me, that's insane. That to me is insane to spend $55 on 6 eyeshadows. Like, I looked at my sister and I was like, you are crazy, because I know how much these palettes cost, and she spent that much money on me, and like, I love you, like, thank you for being my sister, but holy crap, like, to me, this was so much money, and I was just blown away. So I was like, okay, I have to do a review on this, I have to test it out. So I looked it up on Sephora, and like I said, it does retail for $55, and this is a limited edition eyeshadow palette, and it's from her Mothership collection. It's just the dark star eyeshadow palette. Looking at the Sephora website, it does have 32 reviews. And it is a set of 6 galactic pigments that come together in a celestial color palette to create stellar effects as endless as the universe itself. So that's all the details that it lists on the website, and then it kind of goes into how you can use this palette itself. It doesn't really tell me too much about it, but let's see what the pan sizes are. So looking at these shades, they are 0.42 ounces each, making the entire palette 12 grams in total. So we are looking at almost $9 a shadow, which to me is insane. $9 a shadow for 0.42 ounces, that is that's crazy talk to me. Crazy talk to me. That's just crazy to me. So looking at the actual palette itself, I was kind of staring at it going, well, you know, this only has 2 mattes inside of it. The rest are shimmer shades, and I really can't do much when there is more shimmers than mattes, just because I do like to have a transition shade. I don't want to have my entire eyelid as a shimmer, but this palette kind of gives you not really an option. So I had to work with what I had to work with, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the colors for you guys and show you how well they perform. Okay, so here we have all 6 shadows. The very first shadow is Entice, followed by Deep Space, Enraptured, Dark Matter, Metropolis, and Interstellar. So to get started off with, I did use the color Deep Space, and I used that right over here in my transitions lens. I did use the color Deep Space, as you guys can already see, and I did put it out onto my transition shade, and I did kind of have a little bit of a hard time blending it out. I thought, for being such an expensive eyeshadow brand, that the shadows would be very, very blendable, but they were pigmented, but they did struggle to blend a little bit, and I'm not really sure if it was just because of the eyeshadow or it could have been my shitty quality brush. I'm not entirely sure, but I did have a really hard time blending it out, so I did, you know, go over it several times, and it didn't take much to add the pigment to it, like I said, but it did take a little bit just to blend it out on both sides. So following that, I did go into the color Dark Matter, and I put it on the outer corner of my eye and try to blend it up just a little bit. I found that the color Dark Matter is actually on the lighter side, and I had to put it down just a little bit more than what I normally would have done. I truly thought by swatching it that the color would have been very pigmented and it would have kind of been black all the way, but it was not. It actually blended into the Deep Space rather easily, I found, which I was kind of surprised, because Deep Space took a little bit more to blend out. And when you look at the color Deep Space in the pan, it is a gray shade color, but when you actually start putting it in your eye, it does have more of a bluer, it's like a blue gray, I would say. It's not fully gray, it's a blue gray, and so I really liked how that color was. and I was able to deepen it up, and then when I added on the dark matter, it was able to enhance the color even more. So after putting on those two colors, I did do a cut crease using concealer, and I put down the color Entice, just this little like nice champagne-y gold, and I blended it in with my finger. It blended really easily into the eye, and it kind of like melted into the concealer. And then I used a little bit of whatever's left on my brush from the Deep Space, and I kind of just blended this together so I didn't have such a harsh line, and I found that it blended very easily. And when I used the line right here, when I went to go blend it in right here, I did dip back in the pan just a little bit, and I blended it right on top, and I feel like it blended beautifully and it was gorgeous. My underwater line, I did Mthrshp, which is like a deep plum purple, and that's more of a shimmer shade, and I blended it out just a little bit using whatever is left on the Deep Space color. So that is pretty much, I just used 3 colors, and that's all I did just to create this look. And then I threw on lashes and eyeliner, and that was pretty much it. That was how I created this look.
I can feel your energy pulsating down my spine. Oh, oh. I am not the enemy. No need to run and hide. No, no.
Is this palette to me worth $55? No. And I'm forever grateful that my sister got it for me. Like, I seriously am forever grateful. And I know the colors they are gorgeous. They're very gorgeous colors, but I would never personally go out and buy a Pat McGrath palette myself, just because I feel like I can find these colors in other palettes, like on a cheaper range, like in BH Cosmetics and or Morphe, and get the same type of look. And as much as I love it and I think it's gorgeous, and I'm really glad that I created something like this, I just feel like for what the price point is, it just isn't worth 6 shadows buying at $55, because you're literally almost paying $10 a shadow. And to me, that's just ridiculous. Like, that to me is just like, what? Like James Charles Unleashing an Artist palette, that was 39 shades for $39. Like, that to me, that's insane. That's phenomenal. That palette is worth the price. And I am so grateful my sister got this for me, and I love it. And I will definitely use this again because I do love how this look came out. But it's just something that I would not invest my money into. So my sister, who never buys makeup for herself and want to do something really nice for me, like, you did a fantastic job, and I love you so much, and thank you. But I think as gorgeous as this is, it's just $55. That's a lot. That's a lot for a Pat McGrath palette, and I'm really grateful that I have it, and I'm so glad that I got to test it out and see how well it does. Are they gorgeous? Absolutely. These colors are gorgeous, and she has different variety of palettes of her Mthrshp palettes you can use the colors on, so you don't have to go with this one. She's like 2 or 3 other ones, and which I will link all down below. But yeah, as much as I love it, I just don't think that $55 for a 6-shade, I just don't think $55 for a 6-pan eyeshadow palette is worth it. But I did have so much fun playing around with it, and I do love how the look came out. I think it's really gorgeous, and I'm forever grateful that my sister got, me this palette, and I can't wait to play around with it. And I'm hoping that one day, as my channel continues to grow, I'm gonna buy one of these palettes for lucky viewers so that they could try it out themselves and see how well they like it. So yeah, that is it for this video. I just want to say I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's and a happy holidays, and I'm so glad to be back filming. It's been, like I said, a week and a half or not more since I last filmed, and it just felt so foreign talking to a camera again. But the next second I sat down and stopped rambling away, I just can't seem to ever stop. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support. My channel has definitely grown a little bit since Christmas time. I think the Ultra Collection box that I put out, people really loved it, and I still use that box all the time, and actually gave it away to some of my friends and family. And so I'm definitely gonna keep going back to Ulta, seeing if I can find more of those boxes, because they're so much fun to play with. And so many people have reached out and saying that they're a beginner into makeup, and this is like a great starter kit for them. So if you guys ever want to like reach out to me and have any questions, I am on Instagram and Twitter. I do have that information linked on my actual page. It's in my little banner. All you have to do is click the little link, but if you don't feel like doing that, you can find me on Instagram at AllieAnn89, and I love to answer any questions you guys have. I love to buy new products that you guys want me to buy and try out. I just, I love doing this. So I just want to thank you guys again for all the love support. What I will also say is I really hope that the video of this turns out nice. It's, like I said, my first time trying to do an edit like this, and if I don't like how it looks and how it turns out, I'm still gonna put it out there. But I will definitely in my very next video just do a normal review where I put on the makeup and everything while I'm talking to you guys and reviewing it, instead of just doing like a little like whatever type of situation I'm doing. So I just want to throw it out there. So I just want to give that a go, give it a try something new, see if I like it. If I don't, no big deal. I'm very easy, go with the flow. So I want to thank you guys for all the love and support. I do put out videos weekly, so make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel. As always, guys, I want to thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Bye, guys. Hi guys. Ugh. Ooh. There's Mthrshp Subliminal Dark Eyeshadow. So let's go ahead